Make sure you check out our new sponsor, the Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfella1 Boxing at 18% off of all their natural products from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for 18% off. We go. We all know the IBF ain't the creme de la creme of belts in boxing amongst the sanctioned bodies neither, but it is the strictest. But seems that since Errol Spence has held the IBF 147-pound welterweight strap, it seems like it's even been more irrelevant than ever. Let's talk about it. Goodfella Sports TV. We in the building. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, bell icon button. Won't miss another video. And yeah, I heard Stephen Bredman said on Twitter, seems that since Errol Spence got the IBF belt, it's been very, very irrelevant. Nobody seems to want it. Sean Porter was crying for a rematch with Kell Brook to get his belt back. As soon as Errol got that belt, it no longer was his goal. You know, they talk. You know, look at this the ranking system. You know, basically anybody that want to petition to fight in the IBF and want to get a title shot can easily just walk and get a title shot. You see, your Dennis Yugas talked all that shit, and the fence wasn't there no more. He could have fought Errol for the belt. You know, he ran over to the WBC. Now, when he went to the WBC, he didn't know he was going to get a title shot. He fought in the title eliminator, but Thurman and Berto was named before him. But he ended up still getting a title shot. So, you know, pretty much people want to make it seem like the IBF and the WBO for the most part, especially the IBF in this situation, ain't important. But you know, at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. It just shows you how much fear these boxers truly have and how they don't want to fight Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? You know, and Keith Thurman, he never really, he called out Kell Brook before. He said he wanted to fight Kell Brook, and he'd go over there and fight him. So, when Kell Brook had the IBF, when Devin had the IBF after beating Marcos Maidana, it was fair game. People would try to get the IBF, to call themselves a world title. And these dudes will do anything for a world title these days. Look at Big Baby Miller. He's about to fight for the interim WBA title. He's going to be walking around like he's a champion. Or he's a real title holder and he's a trinket title holder. You know what I'm saying? And people want to act like the IBF is so irrelevant. But at the end of the day, it's based in America. Okay, that gives it 5 stars right there. It's strict. That gives it 5. That solidifies the 5 stars. They go by the rules. They strict. They order mandatories. And then when they need to be versatile or flexible, they allow unification bouts between Julius Indongo and Errol Spence to happen, if you know that story. So it's no reason why the IBF shouldn't be more prestigious. They already had the rehydration clause there, and to accommodate people and other title holders, they say, okay, we waive the rehydration clause. So they're very, very flexible. You know what I'm saying? And that should be the belt of choice for fighters, especially American fighters. American fighters should want to endorse the IBF. They should want to wear the IBF belt. Not a green belt that's based in Mexico that don't give a fuck about your community, don't care a fuck about black people. All they care is about Mexican. When you go out there and pay your 3 or 2% to the WBC as a fighter, as a black fighter specifically, I can never say that word. When you pay that money to them, in particularly, all that money is going back to fund Mexico. It ain't funding Dallas. It ain't funding Detroit. It ain't funding New York. It ain't funding Florida. It ain't funding Compton. It ain't funding Oakland. It ain't funding, Las Vegas. They funding Mexico. That's how I look at it. It's kind of like, GM and all them moving out to Mexico when Canada are putting a boycott together to ban all GM cars from Mexico. Shouldn't that apply for the WBC? Because it's not doing nothing for black people. Stop just riding off prestige. Change these black fighters today, and the minority, Cubans, Dominicans, all of them black anyway. Asians, all these dudes can change the way we look at boxing, and they can let their imprint on boxing, because in the square circle, they're not leaving boxing in great hands. They're not leaving it better than they found it. Everybody a businessman. Business wise, the future got a good financial path, to make a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna tell how much money, how good the money was, or how safe they being with their money, because when they retire, we're going to see if they broke, they got money, or not. Because Mike Tyson and Holyfield and Bo made all that money and they broke. So it's going to show how good they was taught to handle their money and their finances and stuff of that nature. But that's another question. But why not go to the IBF? Why not want to represent the IBF belt? It's right here in America. WC is in Mexico. WBA is now stationed in Colombia because Mendoza's daughter went to a college in Colombia. Excuse me, WBO was stationed somewhere else. Why not want to wear the red and gold belt? This make no sense. Why not? It's an American belt. But you know, at the end of the day, a lot of dudes, they go just by reputation and the green belt. The green belt ain't shit. Let me tell you that. They make their rules when they want to go and stuff of that nature. And you got a lot of people that say, why didn't Errol Spence just, go for the green belt? Why didn't Errol Spence just take the green belt first? Why didn't he just go to the WBC route? Because WBC is like the Wild Wild West. All their rules are subjective. Errol Spence could have been ranked number 1 like Dillian White, but got to fight 2 title eliminators just to get his title shot and still may not get his title shot. They still could have jumped Danny Garcia and Robert Guerrero over him, or whatever the situation was at the time. It was no sure thing. If you read their rule books, it's all about what the committee votes. It's all about how much money you got. Like Kenny Porter paying the WBC to order those 3 mandatory so Sean couldn't fight Errol Spence. WBC is really, really cooking. You talking about their reputation of open scoring. You talking about their reputation of somehow not one fathers in the corner. You talking about their new rehydration clause, or they new rehydration clause and weight clauses they got, and the fine of $200,000. It's a money grab. It's a money grab belt. And what they're doing with their money is funding their own Mexican communities. Why should we fund our money from our fighters fund Mexico? Why? Ain't a lot of you dudes out here saying that we need that wall? That's a great gate. It's really the great gate. Great Donald Trump is a gate. So why are we taking our 3% that's going into the Mexican hoods? They ain't putting no money into America. They ain't putting no money into our dying, our sick kids, or our poor families. Not saying that the IBF is. Not sure what the IBF doing, but the IBF is stationed in America. It's an American belt. If we all about domestic. But like I said before, since Errol got that belt, and nobody want to fight him. Mandatory is dropping out. Salute to Carlos Ocampo. Y'all talk shit about, him being a soft opponent. At least he stepped up when the rest of them didn't. Yugas ran his mouth and said he wanted Errol Spence, and then he went the WBC route. So Jesse Vargas didn't want the title eliminator, jumped out of the title eliminator. So what we talking about? So who really trying to jump in there and get it? Why don't we ask why Sean Porter didn't jump back and take a title shot versus Errol Spence before he went to WBC route? Well, I want the green belt. Now if Errol Spence held the green belt, they'd be fighting over the IBF belt. Why nobody ask why Terrence Crawford didn't go to IBF route and become Errol Spence mandatory and pressure him that way? So it's a lot of things that you can attack each angle. I can attack Crawford about some things that he lacked and left on the floor, and I can attack Errol, and I can attack Sean plenty, and I can attack Kenny and Sean plenty. I can attack Keith Thurman plenty. I can attack Danny Garcia plenty. Danny Garcia, if he really wanted to and jump back in the mix this year, he could fight Errol Spence for the IBF easily. He could. Ain't nothing but the petition to get in the IBF rankings. And you can take a fight and then be Errol Spence mandatory. You might ain't got to take a fight. They probably give you an exception to fight him. They don't want to be world champions that bad. They don't want to walk through the fire. But then again, Errol Spence and Danny Garcia was in the same hotel room chopping it up, according to Sean Porter. And what Sean Porter say, it ain't what it look like. A lot of these dudes like each other. They just ain't they don't feel the need to fight each other. So it's pretty much just stretching it out to get that money. So Errol Spence have fought. Errol Spence ain't the boogeyman like y'all say he is, though. And I'm going to stand by that. But since he got that IBF fight belt, the prestige of that belt dropped tenfold. But don't forget to check out our sponsor, the Hellblaze, at thehellblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellow1Boxing get you 18% off their all-natural products, lotion soaps, foot soaps, bath bombs, and much, much more. That's the Hellblaze, at thehellblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellow1Boxing. Explain more at the end of the video. But, yeah, that's just what it is, man. Since he got that red belt, them dudes don't want no smoke. Because you could have said, why Terrence Crawford didn't hop in the IBF? You could have said that. Why ain't nobody mention that? Well, Crawford was the super WBO champion when... Anybody trying to hear that? If you want to Errol that bad, he should have hopped. He was the IBF title holder. They could have granted him an exception to fight Errol his first fight or second fight at welterweight. So you really slippery slope when you accusing one fighter of another fighter. I can make a case how all these fighters ducking each other if I really want to take it that far. But like I said, Goodfellow Sports TV. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Don't forget about our playlist: NFL, NBA, music, entertainment, women's boxing, golf, the whole nine. Check out the playlist. Food for thought. I definitely appreciate everybody for checking in. Don't forget to check out the Patreon. I will be building on that content. It's only $2 a month for hardcore boxing fans. In addition to that, don't forget to check out the Hellblaze, man. All dope natural products from all natural products, organic products, whatever you want to call them, from lotion soaps, foot soaps, bath bombs, deodorant, muscle relaxer rub, hair pomade. They got you. Go check them out. The website, Hellblaze.com is in the description. Also, the promo code, you get 18% off no matter the discount, markdown, or the promo they're running. You still gonna get that 18% off in addition to whatever markdowns or promos or discounts they're running. Don't forget about hitting that subscribe button, bell icon button. You want to make a donation to the channel, that link's in the description. You can do me one better. Just share the videos across social media. Now that we're not going to be able to upload our stuff straight to Twitter, I need y'all to share the most. But Goodfellas Sports TV, one time for the one time.